Good afternoon, everyone. Have you ever walked out of a movie theater, looked up at the night sky, and suddenly feel the world around you shift? Maybe you feel more understanding towards strangers or view the familiar issue from a whole new angle. Today, I want to explore where that shift comes from. Film. This art form, barely over 100 years old, may seem like nothing more than light and shadow on a screen, but it has quietly reshaped how we perceive the world, how we empathize with others, and even how our society thinks as a whole. So let's follow its timeline and see how film showed the human spirit. Let's rewind to December 28, 1895. In a Paris cafe, that day, the Lumiere brothers showed a 50-second short film called The Arrival of a Train. No plot, no dialogue, just a train coming from the distance, charging straight to the camera. However, this simple clip sent the audience into a panic. Some screamed and ducked under their chairs. Others feared the train would burst out of the screen. It sounds silly now, but back then, it was humanity's first taste of dynamic reality on a 2D surface. Before film, we only recorded the words through paintings and words. Film was the first to capture time and motion. All kinds of things from people's lives could be frozen in a moment and shared with those thousands of miles away. This power to break distance barriers was truly a cognitive revolution. From day one, film was meant to be our eyes connecting us to the world. As technology advanced, film gained plots and sound, and its influence grew deeper. In turbulent times, it became a spiritual torch that brings courage and hope. In 1940, the shadow of World War II spread over Europe. The Hitler's cruelty filled people with deep fear. That's when Charlie Chaplin made The Great Dictator. He played two roles, a Jewish barber hunted by the Nazis, and a silly dictator played the role of Hitler. The film shows dictator playing with a girl like a toy, making war like a joke. Well, the barber never gives up on freedom. The most powerful moment is the barber puts on dictator's uniform and delivers a 6-minute speech straight to the camera. We want not conquest, but survival, not hatred, but brotherhood. A World War II veteran once said, watching this made him realize, dictator's power is weak, but human courage is real. It made him want to fight again. So, film stopped being just entertainment. It became a sword piercing lies and a light showing the way through darkness. By the second half of the 20th century, film turned its lens inward, teaching us to empathize with lives we never lived. In 1994, Forrest Gump hit the big screen. The boy with an IQ of 75 who just kept running forward became a spiritual icon. He ran from a small town to across the country. He served in Vietnam and started a stream business with nothing. His life was full of surprises, yet he never lost his sincerity. A few years ago, when I first entered a high school, I lost all my motivation to study and I felt adrift about my future. One night, I watched Forrest Gump. When he said, life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you are gonna get. It clicked. Life's uncertainty isn't a bad thing. It's a promise of endless possibilities. Now, whenever I'm stuck, I think of Forrest running. A reminder that even if you are slow, you can still cross the finish line. That's the gift of the film. It doesn't tell you what to do. Instead, it lets you see your own story in someone else's journey and find courage to keep going. In 2008, Slumdog Millionaire also uses storytelling to spark empathy. It follows Jamal, a teenager from Mumbai's slums, as he answers questions on who wants to be a millionaire. Through his answers, we see his childhood, controlled by gangsters, losing his mom, being separated from his brother. Before this film, most of us only associated slums with poverty, but through Jamal's eyes, we saw more: the cruelty of slum life, but also kindness in people. His loyalty to love, his forgiveness for his brother, his fight against fate. I want to connect with them, so I volunteered for charity. I visited Sri Lanka, Kenya, and Tanzania. I lived with local families and learned the truth. Poverty isn't their identity. They have dreams, self-respect, and wish for beauty, just like us. Film is a bridge. On one side is our life, on the other is a stranger world. It helps us to cross prejudice and truly see each other. Over the past century, film's impact on us has never been loud or dramatic. It might be a life from the Shawshank Redemption. Hope is a good thing that keeps you from giving up in your lowest moment. A truth from Coco: death is not the end, forgetting is, that teaches you to cherish people around you. Or a reminder from the Spider-Man: with great power comes great responsibility, that gives you the courage to speak up and say, this is wrong, when you see injustice. Film is like a friend who grows with us. In different times and different moments, it offers us different kinds of strengths. It is more than just light and shadow on a screen. It is a third eye to help us perceive the world, allowing us to see the truth of the past, understand others, and imagine the possibilities of the future. This is the most precious gift that films gives us. Thank you.